Hey, look, I told y'all, this ain't last week. I am confident about this game versus the Chargers. And we just got the news that we've all been waiting for surrounding our guy, 5. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody, man.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries? Like,
stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard.
So the Washington Commanders got the best news that we have gotten since I don't know when, bro. It feels like it's been so long since not only have we seen 5 out there, but we've seen some of our guys back. Again, we've been so banged up to start the year. It is crazy. And the Washington Commanders, they're currently in LA right now. They made the trip last night. And I don't know about y'all, maybe because it's the traveling thing involved, but I'm getting very much Arizona Cardinals vibes from last year. Remember we went out to Arizona for the game? And we end up seeing how that game went. Now, the Chargers are a much better team. Offensively, they are much better. They are missing Rashawn Slater. And they are missing also Joe which I think we can take advantage of. We don't have a really good pass rushing unit, if we're being completely honest. But I will say, if there is a game that I think the Washington Commanders can get after a quarterback, it is versus the Chargers. Justin Herbert is the most pressured quarterback in the league, and it has to do part to both of his tackles being out. And the last time the Washington Commanders faced a team in which their quarterback wasn't really known for mobilizing, using his legs, and also faced a banged-up offensive line, it was the Las Vegas Raiders. So hopefully we can replicate some of that same success. I almost guarantee it, though, honestly, y'all. Because, again, it's rare that teams with talent, again, unless you're just a trash team, you're not good, and you are one of the worst in the league, it's rare that a team with talent puts out 2 bad performances back to back. The Washington Commanders just put out a horrible defensive effort against the Falcons. You really think we're going to do that again versus the Chargers? Now, again, I expect the Chargers to score points. I expect them to move the ball. That's just the nature of the game. That's just how good they are offensively, and that's how our defense works. We're not going to just shut them out. I don't expect that, but I definitely expect a better showing, especially after what Joe Witt Jr. said at the podium. He basically said, hey, it ain't me. It ain't me, it's the players. So I expect a better showing defensively, but this is really about our injuries. Jaden Daniels, John Bates. We're getting Jaden Daniels back, ladies and gentlemen. Celebrate! Doesn't it already feel like we won a game? Like, this is the biggest game of the season to this point, and this is honestly a must-win game if you ask me. You do not want to go down 2-3 to a schedule that is harder. This was probably the easiest part of our schedule. And you don't want to be 2-3 when you're facing the Bears Monday night, which I'm going to be at that game. And shameless plug, make sure you guys use promo code JuangOttibusiness on SeatGeek to get 10% off your first purchase. This video and every video is sponsored by SeatGeek. Use promo code JuangOttibusiness to get 10% off your first purchase. You won't regret it. Them tickets are through the roof. That's how I'm in the stadium on Monday night for the Chicago Bears game. Blackout. Make sure y'all pull up there. But you got the Bears, you got Dallas, you got Kansas City, you got Seattle, you got Denver, you got Detroit. Like, this schedule gets harder, and you can ill afford to be 2-3. You can ill afford to be under 500 if you have serious, and I mean serious, division/playoff aspirations. Now, again, it's early, right? But the Eagles are off to a very fast start. So the division, even though it's early, is slowly getting out of reach if you can't string together some wins. Now, here's the good news. This is my theory. I think the Eagles are in for a 2023 year. Remember that year they started out 11-0? We beat them and we practically ruined their season. I think they're in for that because remember the similarities to how this year is going. They wanted Nick Sirianni fired. They hated Brian Johnson as a play caller. Same thing here. Not Nick Sirianni necessarily, but Kevin Petula. They're putting all the blame on him. A.J. Brown, cryptic messages and tweets, upset. Doesn't like the role in his office. It's a lot of things. So the Eagles are definitely going to come back to life at some point. But if you want to continue to keep up with them, you need to string together some victories. And it starts on Sunday with the LA Chargers. I feel very confident about this game. We're the underdogs, as we should. And if you want to take Commanders money line, I encourage it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that much of a bettor, but I might even do a little bit something. That's how confident I am. But not only are we getting JD5 back, which is exciting and which is great, but we're also getting John Bates back. Do you guys understand how important Jay Beasley is to this team? I don't have to tell you how important he is to this team. You already know how important Jay Beasley is to this team, and it wouldn't surprise me if we're able to effectively run the ball because of John Bates. You know what I mean? It would be honestly encouraging and very exciting if we get back to the run game, and he's a big part as to why we're able to run successfully. The Washington Commanders also have an opportunity with Jaden Daniels to use his legs and actually exploit the Chargers defense, because that's one thing about Jesse Minter's unit. He's a damn good defensive coordinator. I think he's going to be a head coach here in a couple of seasons. Their pass defense is amazing, one of the best in the league. They were the second best in the league last year. But one thing that you can do and exploit is having a dual threat quarterback. Jackson Dart gave him trouble last week. When they faced Bo Nix, gave him some trouble. Patrick Mahomes obviously gave him some trouble in week 1 as well. If you can utilize Jaden Daniels' legs, and if this is a game in which I think Jaden can have a lot of rushing yards, it will be on Sunday. Now, I will say, we know 5 is probably going to be in a knee bracing. Leave your comments on how you feel about that. I personally don't love it that he has to play with a knee brace on, but again, if he's medically cleared and he's ready to rock and roll, so be it. But me personally, I just don't want to see 5 in a knee brace again. You can call it PTSD or whatsoever, but I just don't like that look. You know what I mean? And he doesn't like it either, right? He does not want to be in a knee brace. But injury report for the Chargers too, though. Obviously, as we know, Joe Alt is going to be out, and guess what? They also have Darius Davis, their wide receiver / their kick return specialist, and he's going to be out as well. That's huge. As we know, kick returns are a thing now in this league, and punt returns are a thing now in this league. But Kyle Becton is also questionable with the concussion. Now, I think he'll play. I expect him to play, but can you imagine if they're down Joe Alt, they're down Rashawn Slater, and they're also down Mekhi Becton potentially? Like, that is huge. That is huge, man. Like, again, if there's a game in which this team defensively can get after a quarterback and abuse him, it has to be this week. If it's not this week, I don't know when it's going to come. I can't tell you. We already have a subpar pass rush. But I think we're good enough up front to wreak havoc on Justin Herbert. And we know Justin Herbert is one of the best in the league. But as he's shown over the past few weeks, when he's played great defensive units, i.e. the Giants and the Broncos, if you get pressure on him, if you get him off his spot, he's prone to cause some turnovers. Now, again, we're not a team that forces a lot of them. Quite frankly, our first turnover came last week by the hands of Mikey Samuel. So I'm not even expecting any turnovers from this unit, honestly. But it would be a great thing if they could. Now, of course, like I said, John Bates is back. He's playing. Obviously, Jaden Daniels is playing as well. The only guys that are out is Sam Cosmi and Terry McLaurin and Noah Brown. So that means a guy like Percy Butler probably is going to make his return back to the field. And we know how good he can be special teams-wise. And maybe he even gets some opportunities at safety. As we know, we're banged up there as well. But man, I feel really good about this game, and 5 being back, that's gonna be such a revelation. I know he has to play with that knee brace on, but I'm just hoping it's only for this week. I really am. I need my guy back to himself. It's a homecoming game for him. He said he plans to have a lot of people in attendance. Like, you ain't losing your first game back at home. We already done had some adversity with injuries 2-2. You haven't played since Green Bay, which was week 2, and that was on a Thursday at that. So it's been a brick since he played. And he at home. Mama Daniels in the stands, family in the stands, probably Pop's gonna be there too. Like, come on, bro. Come on, homecoming for 5, and we ready to get this victory, man. I cannot wait to see this game on Sunday. You guys know I'm gonna be streaming the game too, so please come through for that. Support your boy, man. Support your boy. I know It's been a shaky start, but keep faith, man. We good. We 2-2, and we plan to be 3-2 after Sunday's bout versus the LA Chargers, kicked off at 4 p.m. That being said, as always, me boy Juangottibusiness. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Just wanted to come up with that quick video. The news we've all been waiting for. Jaden Daniels will be playing. John Bates will be playing. Percy Butler will be playing. A slew of other guys are also going to be playing. And yes, 5 most likely will have a knee brace on, which is cool. It's fine. Just hopefully it's only for this week because I can't stomach any more knee brace. You know, and that's the thing. It's not just me being upset that he has to wear a knee brace. Do you understand how many times they're going to key in on that? They're going to say it in the broadcast. Oh, well, look at Jaden Daniels with the knee brace on. Look at 5 with the knee brace on. You got to think that is hindering some of his mobility. You know what I mean? And I just want 5 to go out there and play free, be himself. I really hope he doesn't overthink it or think too much about this knee brace and let it hinder him from being himself. I have a bad feeling that it may do that for a part of the game. But I hope he kind of realized after the first or second quarter, hey, man, I'm good. I'm good. You feel me? And I can play my game. But that being said, it's always me, boy, Juangottibusiness. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I love you, each and one of y'all. Y'all blessed, stay safe, enjoy your weekend. Peace.
Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a laundry.